I'm Paul Sharp. I'm a postdoctoral fellow in the Men's Health Research Group at UBC. I think men's health is an interesting space and one that everybody can relate to. You know, everyone has men in their lives, fathers and brothers, partners, and so you see how this kind of plays out in day-to-day life. And for me personally, what got me involved is starting to kind of look at how people behaved around me, as well as my own behavior and reflecting on my own upbringing. We're not perfect, and it's just an effort to try and understand more how the world works. We recently received a grant that is going to help support my emergent research program. And I think it's really promising to see that this work is of interest, that there's funding going towards it, and that there's also public interest as well. And we've seen that with our most recent recruitment, that there's a big public outpour for these kind of preventative, non-clinical, front-end interventions and supports for people to help them navigate their own mental health, especially post-pandemic when mental health has really become kind of a hot topic. If there's ever a silver lining from it, it's that there may be a bit more willingness to discuss and engage with how we're feeling on the inside. When I reflect on my own trajectory in the last 5 years, it's a bit of a blur and a bit of a whirlwind, but it's been a really interesting process. So for me, I started doing my training here in British Columbia, and I had the unique opportunity to go to Australia to do my PhD. And during that time, there was a lot happening globally as well. I did my PhD during a global pandemic, seeing kind of how the world has shifted from that, and now returning, it's pretty amazing to see how some of these things have changed. But for me personally, it's really given me a lot of perspective of how different people around the world live and interact. And while there's a lot of similarities between Canada and Australia, there's also some notable differences in the manifestations of masculinities, behaviors, and from just an academic personal perspective, it's an interesting thing to kind of watch and see unfold over time.